go through it together. All right. Okay, recording. Okay, so again, here we're going to do the solution. So again, it really boils down to figuring out what your A, B, and C are. And you can see from here, your A, right, is 1. Your B is -4. And your C is -8, right? You want to include the minus signs. And then again, you just plug it into the, what do you call it, the quadratic formula. That's what I'm doing. Notice here for the minus b, we have a double negative, right? Because b is minus itself. That gives us a positive. We have -4 squared is 16, right? We have -4 times 1 times -8. Minus is plus. That's why we have addition here. So what we get then is this. I know technically that's right, but we can actually take it a step further and simplify, although those are the two solutions. I do actually simplify it a bit, as you can see, mostly because 48 has 16 as a factor. 16 is a perfect square. So that's why I was able to simplify it. Again, you only have to simplify if I ask you to, but this is how radical 48, the square root of 48 is simplified. And when you plug it in, you can see what happens here, hopefully. Wait, that should be, oh no, that's right, that's right. Got nervous, I thought I had the wrong answer there. Right, so again, I wrote this sum as, I just broke up the sum, as you can see. Then I'm dividing. Same thing with subtraction, so that's all. So that's what the first one. Hopefully, I hope everyone got that one right. Okay, so I want to move on to, again, this will be in the lecture notes, which I will post. Here's this example. Again, same idea. You have to figure out what A, B, and C are. So that's your A. There's your B and C. Okay, and then we just dive right into the quadratic formula. It actually turns out that for this, right, when you get that discriminant, the radicand here, you get 89, which is actually prime. Excuse me, meaning the only factors of 89 are 1 and itself. I actually had to look that up myself because I tried finding factors for it and I wasn't able to. So, okay. So obviously in something like this, you can leave the answer like so. Again, I'll tell you when you have to simplify. So, I would try it out first before I give it to you guys on an exam or something. So, all right. But this would be our answer. Okay. As you can see, again, let me just go through here. We have B is negative, so we have a double negative here, which is why we get a positive here. Right? We have 49, negative 7 squared is 49, minus it becomes addition. So, okay. And finally, notice for this one, it's not in standard form, right? Although you actually could simplify this first, which I think is what I do, right? What I do first is 4 is a factor of 80. So what I do first is I divide both sides by 4. I mean, do you have to do that? No, I just think it makes it easier. But since 4 is a factor of 80, that's why I'm dividing. And we get x squared equals 20. Now we want this in standard form, right? In other words, we want a quadratic equal to 0. That's why I subtract 20 from each side. That's so. Okay? Now we have this to solve. And so again, we have A is 1, B is 0, C is minus 20. C is minus 20. Again, you want to include the negative. And so we have this. So we get two solutions here, right? We get plus or minus, right? B is 0 because there's no x term, so we take the B to be 0. And so this is what we end up with, two solutions. Okay. And so you could simplify radical 80 because, again, 16 is a factor. So we get this. And you could just end up getting this. I mean, if you stopped here, unless I ask you to simplify, that would be fine. So I hope this makes sense. I think we actually got less than 15 seconds. So, again, I'm just simplifying here. So, all right. Okay, so that's all I have for today. So let me stop the recording.